Seeking Sister Wife stars Garrick Merrifield and Danielle Merrifield have just announced the birth of their new baby girl. But there are clues it's done nothing to curb Garrick's selfish behavior. Garrick and Danielle made their reality TV debut in Seeking Sister Wife Season 3, and their story quickly caught fans' attention. After more than a decade of monogamous marriage, the couple decided to switch to polygamy due to their personal interpretation of the Bible. Although it initially looked like the couple were both on board with the idea, that quickly changed once they started courting Brazilian lady Roberta Pache. Danielle struggled with the attention Garrick was giving Roberta and how selfish and self-absorbed he became, but Garrick dismissed her feelings and concerns. After Roberta broke the couple's heart via text during the Seeking Sister Wife Season 4 final, they returned for Seeking Sister Wife Season 5, which premiered on March 4, 2024. The new season documents Garrick's courtship of another Brazilian lady, 25-year-old Nathalia Lima, and how it caused a rift between Garrick and Danielle, which left their relationship on the brink of collapse, only for Danielle to discover she was pregnant. Still, that only did a little to change Garrick. Garrick and Danielle have welcomed their third child together, a daughter named Leah, whom they kept hidden for a year before their surprise revelation on Instagram Live. Despite the excitement about adding a baby girl to their family, Danielle explained she and Garrick didn't expect or plan to have another baby. However, they enjoyed every moment of the process. The sight of Garrick smiling as he and Danielle discussed their new baby looked very deceptive, considering their relationship was on the brink of falling apart before Danielle announced she was pregnant. Garrick had been in Brazil for more than a month, and Danielle was not even sure if she would be a single parent due to the state of their relationship. While the birth of their baby girl might have brought Danielle and Garrick a little closer, only very little has changed in their relationship. Although Danielle has just birthed another child for Garrick, he is still determined to add another wife, which has been the root of their marital issues. It is hard to argue against the fact that Garrick's quest for another wife shows he's only pretending to love Danielle. Besides being a reality TV star, Garrick also has a relatively big social media following, with more than 24K followers on his Instagram. A glance through Garrick's Instagram shows he is very active on the app, and his 108 are a combination of regular Bible quotes and personal pictures and videos. However, while some of his posts often include photos of his family, Garrick seems to love posting hard-to-miss videos and pictures of himself shirtless. While Garrick likes keeping himself fit, he is neither a gym enthusiast, model, nor a surfer, which would explain his shirtless posts. Meanwhile, in recent weeks, Garrick has also switched the style of his Bible study posts as the Seeking Sister Wife star started posting Bible quotes alongside shirtless videos of himself. While Garrick attempts to ensure his followers are conversant with the Bible, his laudable posting of the verses and a shirtless video distracts from whatever message he conveys. Garrick seems to forget he is a 40-year-old family man whose partner recently welcomed their third baby with his Instagram thirst traps. However, since he still wants another wife, going shirtless might be a marketing strategy to attract potential suitors. Garrick's pursuit of a second wife and his ability to convince Danielle to support him all stem from his justification that it was God who called him into polygamy. However, Garrick's behavior for most of the couple's journey in Seeking Sister Wife resembles that of a man who only uses religion and his interpretation of the Bible as an excuse to suit his selfish wants. Garrick conveniently understands he could marry more than one wife, but conveniently ignores the part where they shouldn't have sex until they've exchanged marital vows at the altar. Garrick conveniently blames God for Danielle's conflicting emotions, noting that Danielle was suffering because God hadn't delivered her from jealousy. Meanwhile, throughout the couple's quest for another wife on the show, Danielle has struggled with the whole idea, finding it difficult to hide her jealousy. As expected, instead of considering Danielle's feelings and how she might not share his convictions, Garrick conveniently blames God for Danielle's conflicting emotions, noting that Danielle was suffering because God hadn't delivered her from jealousy, but he was praying and trusting God to deliver Danielle. Garrick isn't the only seeking sister-wife star claiming God led to polygamy, but he's the only one picking what rules apply and what doesn't. Danielle's decision to go along with everything Garrick says, including signing their divorce papers, which she did tearfully, are all signs of a woman being forced to do something she would rather not. Garrick has been using Danielle's fears of trying to lose her family against her by constantly gaslighting her and dismissing her feelings and insecurities. Garrick has spoken of his desire for a big family that will include 5 wives and many children, but hardly does his best to keep the family he already has happy. Instead, he shifts much of his responsibilities to Danielle. Once Garrick and Danielle started experiencing issues in their relationship, his first thought was to travel to Brazil to be with Nathalia, leaving Danielle with the kids. He didn't even look like returning until Danielle showed up to tell him about her pregnancy. Garrick's traits of using women in his life are also evident by how determined he was to have sex and probably make babies with Roberta without taking into account either Danielle's or Roberta's feelings as to having kids before marriage. Despite what the seeking sister-wife star might say, he only cares about one person, himself.